Loess Bluff and Mount Locust on the Natchez Trace Parkway, and the Emerald Mound is a nice, fun half-day excursion while staying in Natchez, Mississippi. This is Daryl
and Aaron
on Travel with D&E. We like to make memories, and Natchez, Mississippi is a great place to do that. We spend a long weekend staying at the Choctaw Hall Bed and Breakfast in Natchez, but wanted to spend a half day exploring areas around Natchez.
We hopped on the Natchez Trace Parkway and visited an area called Loess Bluff at mile point 12.4. We then visited Mount Locust, which is 15.5 miles up the parkway, which is one of the only hotels to stay in while walking or riding along the Natchez Trace. We then dropped by Emerald Mound, the second largest temple mound in the United States, built by the ancestors of the Natchez Indians. This was a great short trip and highly recommended if you're staying in the Natchez or nearby area.
The Loess Bluff stop at mile marker 12.4 is representative of the bluffs going up and down the Mississippi River area. There were continuous dust storms in the Ice Age that swept in from the western plains and covered the area with wind blowing dust to a depth of 30 to 90 feet. It originally covered a vast region, but the area is now confined to a strip east of the Mississippi River, extending from Baton Rouge into Tennessee.
Next up at mile marker 15.5 is Mount Locust. Constructed circa 1780, this home was one of the oldest structures in Mississippi. It functioned as both a working plantation and as an inn where the travelers on the Natchez Trace could rest for the night. Mount Locust is the only surviving inn of the more than 50 that existed during the period of the greatest use of the old Natchez Trace.
John Brommer, a retired British naval officer, built Mount Locust in 1780. William Ferguson of Virginia migrated to Natchez in 1774. Then in 1784, he bought the Brommer tract of Mount Locust. As the Ferguson family grew, well, so did the house and outbuildings. The Ferguson Chamberlain family lived in Mount Locust for over 150 years.
Settlers built boats and filled them up with items for sale. They navigated these boats down the Mississippi River and sold their goods in Natchez or New Orleans. They then walked back up the Natchez Trace Trail, back towards Tennessee or further up northern areas. We then stopped by Emerald Mound, which is a designated National Historic Landmark. It's the second largest temple mound in the United States, built by the ancestors of the Natchez Indians. The mound covers 8 acres and is 35 feet high. It was built and used during the Mississippian period between 1250 and 1600 AD. It was a ceremonial center for the local population, which resided in outlying villages and hamlets.
Its builders were ancestors of the Natchez Indians. By the late 1600s, the Natchez Indians had abandoned Emerald Mound and established their capital at the Grand Village some 12 miles to the southwest, in Natchez.
Natchez and the surrounding area is a great place to visit, have fun, and make memories. This video covered our quick 16-mile trip up the Natchez Trace Parkway and a visit to the nearby Emerald Mound National Historic Landmark.
If you like this video, make sure you check out our overall Natchez trip video, the day trip to Port Gibson, and the Grand Gulf Military State Park videos. Please take time to make memories now with your significant others. There's adventure and fun right around the corner. And as always, we will see you on the next video.